Hey, welcome back to Matt again. My name is Rampage and this is Gaming News. So, I want to give you guys some backstory on this story, I suppose, which is the leak of Gears of War Remaster footage. Now, why this was a huge issue and why this was taken so literal is because the original fucking files were uploaded via the Xbox One Game DVR Clips website, which is basically an archive of all the Xbox One videos that are being recorded with the inbuilt DVR. And apparently this leaker decided, oh, it would be a great idea if I use the inbuilt Xbox One DVR to record footage of a game that hasn't even fucking been announced yet. Yep, that sounds like a good idea to me. I can't even understand how you would think that, like, uploading it on your actual fucking YouTube channel was one thing, but thinking that uploading it to, or not even, like, using the Xbox One DVR, that's on a fucking another level of stupid. It really is, you know? Now, the original videos were taken down from the Spanish YouTuber's channel. They were taken down from the Xbox One Game DVR website. So, basically, what is added is better lighting, slightly better textures, apparently 60 FPS, smoke effects, and better blood. You know, that's always great. But better textures, not really. It doesn't really look that great. 60 FPS, the footage that they showed on the Xbox One Game DVR did not run very well at all. It did not look like it was running in 60 frames per second, even if the video was recorded in 60 frames per second, didn't look like it. Or if it is running at 60 frames per second, it's extremely stuttery, and that's horrible. Now, Microsoft would not want you to know that that's the current state of the game. Microsoft doesn't want you to know right now what the current state of the game is. You know, what they've improved and that sort of thing, which is understandable, right? I wouldn't either. If I, was a game developer and, I gave my game out to a company like VMC, which is where this guy was from, and I'll get into the article in a moment, thinking that these guys are trusted testers, they're not going to leak anything. Microsoft probably won't trust VMC again after this. So regardless of whether you like VMC or not, if you have a game that you are allowed to test, or you have the privilege to test, what made you think that this would be a good idea? Because I wanted to be a QA tester. I have been a QA tester for 2 games. So this makes all QA testers look bad in the eyes of the media. Or that's how I am reading the articles, because these... they say that it's a leak, but they don't really focus on the guy. But what Microsoft is doing is they are basically not allowing him to connect to Xbox Live and shit like that. And I'll get into the article right now, because there's a few. There's one that shows like images comparing the Xbox One version with the Xbox 360 version, but that comparison doesn't really make sense, because I don't know if that's if it's a multiplayer map on the 360. Not really 100% sure, but I don't know. If you know, let me know, because I have no fucking idea. But anyway, I'll leave that article as well in the description. But anyway, this article that I will be referring to is Microsoft punishes Gears of War leakers. So VMC came out with a massive statement, like just hugely long, and I don't want to read it long. And basically stating that, they signed an NDA, and obviously this is avoiding it, or sort of voiding his contract. But anyway, so Gears of War Remake. The game testing company VMC said in a memo that Microsoft had both permanently banned the leakers from Xbox Live and temporarily disabled their consoles, rendering them useless. And then Microsoft denied VMC's claim, stating, "To be clear, if a console is suspended from Xbox Live for a violation of the terms of use, it can still be used offline. Microsoft enforcement action does not result in a console becoming unusable. Suspensions for both consoles and accounts are determined by looking at a number of factors. That seems like a backpedal to me, or like disregarding the previous sentence, because you said that the Microsoft enforcement action does not result in a console becoming unusable. Suspensions for both consoles and accounts implies that your system or console would be suspended. What does that mean? Suspending something means that it doesn't currently do what it was supposed to do before, which means what? Can't do anything, doesn't want to load games, doesn't want to watch movies, can't fucking connect to online, all that kind of shit. Basically renders the console useless, Microsoft. So define what you mean by suspending a console, then we can talk. Because if you suspend an account, it means that they can't use that account, does it not? So if you're suspending a console, that would imply you can't use the console. But whatever. I don't know. Let me know what you think about that. But anyway, to avoid enforcement action, including suspension from the service, users should follow the Xbox Live terms of use and code of conduct. I completely agree with that statement, because not only does this make all QA testers or all beta testers seem like wankers, it makes us think, or makes developers or future developers not trust in VMC. It means that people that go through VMC for beta testing or testing in general won't trust them enough, or won't trust them with an early build of the game anymore, or at least Microsoft won't. So how would that hinder their business? Well, they won't really get a lot of business. Now, I'm not saying that that'll happen, but it could potentially happen, With this kind of thing happening for a company like VMC, it's going to be a hard battle to win their trust back after this. And that's where I stand with this whole leaking thing. Because I don't like when, testers sign an NDA agreement, an NDA, non-disclosure agreement, and they decide to leak stuff without thinking that there would be any consequences for this. You signed an NDA. What the fuck did you think was going to happen? So I don't know, but I'll get onto this other article as well. Give me a sec. Oh no, it's just the 18-second video, so don't even worry about that, because we got the original footage uploaded from it was uploaded to Neogaf by Twin Tails. So anyway, let me know what you think about this, whether you care about the leak, whether you are a QA tester, that sort of thing. My name is Rampage. Please don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.